Hello kids, in today's class we are going to pick the next questions from exercise 4.4. So let's start with the question number 9. A survey of 120 school students was conducted to find out which activity they prefer to do in their free time. Okay, so this is a table. This is the table which has been prepared, and it has been found out according to this table that which activity is preferred by the students in their free time. Now what we have to do here is we have to draw a bar graph to illustrate the above data, and we have to take the scale of 1 unit length is 5 students. Okay, and which activity is preferred by most students than other than playing. So these are the activities. Playing, we have there are 45 students who like to play in their free time. 30 students like to read the storybooks, 20 students like to watch TV, 10 listens to music, and 15 likes to do painting in their free time. And what we have to do is we have to plot a bar graph, and also the scale is already given to us that we have to take a scale of 1 unit length is equal to 5 students. So let's try and plot it. What we will do here, kids, let me write down answer number 9, and this, sorry. So kids, we have to make straight lines, straight, horizontal and vertical lines. So you have to use ruler. Okay. Now the first activities I am plotting here. So I am writing activity in this axis, and vertically we are plotting number of students. Okay, and the scale is given to us as one unit length is 5. So it will start something like this: 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm making it till 50 because we have the last number 45, so I am just taking one more. Okay, so this is the graph, and here on the horizontal axis I'm writing the activities. The first one is the playing. Next we have reading books, then TV, music, I'm writing the short forms, and painting. Okay, so kids, please always remember here also the distance between the marking should be equal, and here also it should be equal. In this case we have taken 1 unit length. 1 unit length is equal to 5 students, right? This is given to us here. That's why the difference between each marking is 5 students. Now let's plot for playing. Playing, we have 45 students, so the bar will go till here. So this is something like this. Please make straight line in your notebooks. Then we have reading books. So for reading books we have 30 for reading books. For TV we have 20. Then we have music 10. And last we have painting 15. Okay, so this is our bar graph. Next is which activity is preferred by most students other than playing. So after playing, which is the other activity which is preferred by students? So we can see here that after 45, the second most highest number here is 30, which corresponds to reading books. So answer is reading books. That means after playing, reading book is the activity which is preferred by students, and that is preferred by 30 students. Okay, this is done. Now let us take the next question. I hope this is clear. Student and teacher of a primary school decided to plant 3 saplings in the school campus and in the surrounding village during the first week of July. And details of the samplings they planted are as follows. So basically the school and the teachers of the primary school, they have planted the saplings in and around the school campus and the village in the week of July, and the detail are given to us in the table. So let us go through the table first, the bar graph. We have the number of days from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So all the 7 days are plotted here. And then we can see that in the horizontal axis, days are plotted. On the vertical axis, the number of saplings planted are plotted. So if we read this bar graph, it says that on Monday, around 50 on Monday, 50 of the saplings they were planted. On Tuesday, 40, Wednesday, 30, Thursday, 40, okay, Friday, 50, Saturday is 60, and Sunday we have 40. So kids, if we see here, this is slightly greater than 50. It must be around 52 or 53. Okay, now let's go through the questions. The total number of saplings planted on Wednesday and Thursday is, let's see, on Wednesday, the number of saplings planted here are 30, right? And on Thursday, it is 40. So they are asking for Wednesday and Thursday together. That means 40 plus 30, which will give us 70, right? What we have done, we have identified from the bar graph and then we have added for the 2 days. Next is the total number of saplings planted during the whole week. So what we have to do here is we have to add all the numbers. Okay, so let's do it here. I'm just writing the initials of the days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and let's write the number. So for Monday we have this one. This is just greater than this. Okay, so and here in the case of Friday, it is complete 50. So here I'm taking this one as 52. On Tuesday, this is 40. On Wednesday, this is 30. Thursday, we have 40 again. Friday, we have 50. Saturday, we have 60. And Sunday, we have 40 again. Sunday, we have 40. I think I have to check on Thursday. Thursday is 40, this 40 and this 40. Okay, all right. So now what we have to do? We have to find the total number of saplings. So this will be 2, and then let's add 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 5 is 15 plus 4 is 19. 19 plus 3 is 22. 22 plus 4 is 26. 26 plus 5 is 31. So this is 312 saplings in complete week. 312. Now the greatest number of saplings were planted on which day? The greatest number is 40 is 60 here, right? So it was planted on Saturday. Saturday from the graph we can say has the highest bar graph of 60. And the least number of saplings they were planted on which day? So least number, if we see here, we have 30, which is on Wednesday, right? This is Wednesday, I'm writing here. Why do you think that is the case? So kids, that is the case because again Saturday we have a holiday and it is easier to plant more trees. There will be less traffic and more people would be available to do the planting. And why were more saplings planted on certain days of the week and less on others? Again, it depends upon the availability of the people, the traffic, and the sapling availability of sapling also. Okay. Next is the last question we have here. The number of tigers in India went down drastically between 1900 and 1970. So between these 70 years, the number of tigers they went down, and the Project Tiger was launched to track in 1973, after 3 years of this, to track and protect the tigers in India. Now, starting in 2006, the exact number of tigers in India was tracked. So the tracking started in the year 2006. Shagufta and Divya looked up information about the tigers in India between 2006 and 2020 in 4-year interval. So after every 4 years, they are looking into the number of tigers starting from the year 2006 till the year 2022. Okay. Next, they prepared a frequency table. This is our frequency table and a bar graph also to present this data. But there are a few mistakes in the graph. Okay, so this is the data given to us, and on the basis of this data, they are saying this graph has been plotted, and they say that there are few mistakes in graph, and we have to find those mistakes. Let's try and do this. Okay, so these are the years: 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, and 2022. Okay, so they are plotted in the interval of 4 years, right? Now, the number of tigers, they are plotted in the horizontal axis, and the years are plotted here in the vertical axis. Let's start with 2006. So in 2006, the approximate number of tiger is 1400. So kids, if you see here in this graph, this is our 1000 and this is 2000. Here we have taken the scale of 1000, 0, 1000, 2000, 3000 and 4000. Okay, and if you see here, the data which is given to us in 2006 is 1400, but here it is showing it is less than 2000. This is incorrect, right? It should be somewhere here. So what I'm doing here is I'm extending this graph to here. It should be somewhere here. It should be more than 1000 because 1400 is given to us. Correct? So this is one mistake we have identified. Next is in the year 2010, it was 1700. So 2010 is here and it is 1700, which seems to be correct. Okay. Next, we have 2014. In 2014, it is 2200. So kids, this is again wrong because 2200 will come somewhere here. It should come somewhere here. This one must be around 2900. Okay. So in 2014, the graph will be till here. Starting from here, it will be till here. Next is in the year 2018, we have 3000. So in 2018, 3000 should be there, but it is ending somewhere near 2200, 2300. So what we have to do is we have to extend it to 3000 line. This is our 3000 line. It should be still here. Okay. I hope this is clear. What they have done is they have incorrectly drawn these graphs, these bars, right? And in the last one in 2022, it should be 3700, which seems to be correct. In 2022, it is 3700, which is near to 4000. So this is correct. Okay, 18 we have corrected. It should be 3000. So we have to extend it to 3000. In 2014, it should be less. So it should be till here only. And then 2010 is okay. 2006 also we have corrected. So this brings us to the end of this exercise 4.4 kids. And next what we have is we have 4.5. Okay. So kids, the next topic which we have here is artistic and aesthetic considerations. So in addition to the steps described in the previous sections, there are also some other artistic and aesthetic aspects one can consider when preparing visual presentation of data to make them more interesting and effective. First, when making a visual presentation of data such as a pictograph or bar graph, it is important to make it fit in the intended space. This can be controlled by choosing the scale appropriately. So this we know that whenever we try to draw any bar graph or any pictograph, we look at the scale and we look at the data, and according to the data, we identify the scale so that the thing should fit in properly, right? If the data is large, then we cannot take a small scale. We have to extend our scale. This we have already learned. Now, it is also desirable to make the data presentation visually appealing and easy to understand. So we have to represent our data in a way that it should be easily understandable. Okay. Now, let us consider the example. Here is the table naming the tallest mountain on each continent. So here we are the name of the continents and the tallest mountains are given here with their heights. Now, how much taller is Mount Everest than Mount Kosciuszko? Are Mount Denali and Mount Kilimanjaro very different in height? This is not so easy to quickly discern from the large table of numbers. So, as we have already seen, we can convert the table of numbers like this given to us into the bar graph. So, what they are saying is that if the data is given to us in the form of numbers and bar graph, then by looking at them visually, by seeing the graph, it is easy to tell us that which mountain in this particular scenario is greater. So how they have shown here is this. What they have done in this scenario is they have marked the name of the continents in the vertical axis, and in the horizontal axis they have taken the height. So data they have here represented in the horizontal bars. We have horizontal bars in this case. Okay, and the same data in the next part they have plotted in vertical bars. Okay, so below is a column graph for the table of tallest mountains. Now if you look at both of the graph, the second graph and the first graph, which graph do you think will give us the information easily? So basically the information is same in both the graph. Now we have to see which one is visually more understandable. So here in this case, the second one is more easily understandable. By looking into this data, we can easily see that this mountain in Asia, that is the Everest, it is the highest here. Okay. So this is all about the graph, that how displaying the data in different ways help us to understand the graphs. Next, just figure it out. The question is, if you wanted to visually represent the data of the heights of tallest person in each class in your school, would you use a graph with vertical bars or horizontal bars? So kids, this you have to decide yourself. Okay, which graph do you think is much better? According to me, we will draw the vertical bars. It is more easy and understandable form. Okay, next is, if you were taking a table of the longest rivers on each continent, like in this case we took the mountains. Now they are asking about the longest rivers and their length. Which bar graph would you prefer? Okay, so again I'm leaving this question to you. This is for your homework. Okay, so kids, this brings us to the end of this chapter number 4. Chapter number 4 is done from uh, NCERT book, and in the next class I will pick the questions from R.S. Aggarwal. Okay, so I will see you all in the next class now.